Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I would like to review and swatch for you the Zoeva on Taupe palette. So Zoeva is a German company. You know how much I love Zoeva brushes. I think they are great quality and very affordable. I got my palette from beautybay.com, but you can buy it directly from Zoeva. And I'm pretty sure they ship everywhere in the world, or mostly everywhere. So this is the newest palette, and the box I think is absolutely gorgeous. It has those taupey colors, and these lines have a bit of a holographic finish to them, and on top same here. It comes with the box, so you remove like a sleeve. You remove the sleeve and it is very sleek. It is a cardboard palette, very light, very slim. This palette has no mirror inside it. As you can see, it just has this to protect the eyeshadows. But I think that reflects in the price. I think mirror probably always adds to the price of the palette. This palette was, if I'm not mistaken, £15 or £15.50, which considering the quality, it is a very good price. So as you can see, you get here taupe shadows, like the name says. You get 4 matte ones and 4 of different and 6 of different finishes. Most of the eyeshadows, apart from one eyeshadow, are cool, and this is just my type of palette, my type of colors. The quality is really lovely. The shadows are so buttery when you put your finger in it. The pigmentation seems very good, but you always have to really, you don't know how good the palette is till you've actually applied makeup with it, because some eyeshadows swatch really well on your hand, but when it comes to putting on your eyes, they don't perform as well, and vice versa. Sometimes you find eyeshadows that don't swatch that well on your hand, but they blend and work really well on your eyes. So what I think about this palette, the pigmentation seems amazing when you're swatching it, but the colors are not very dark. They don't have that punch, which I find quite nice, because some palettes like Lorac, which I love, Lorac Pro, you know, as soon as you put that brush in it and then put it onto your eye, you get that bam, you know, that punch of color that sometimes is easy to then blend out. Whereas these are very buildable, very nice. But just looking at it, you can see the, apart from this color, really, this one gives a bit of a punch. But even this one, which looks like is the darkest one, is not, you know, that in your face. I've got that through my crease, and you have to build it up. So of course I've got, my makeup is done with this palette, and if you like it and would like to see tutorial for this look, please thumbs up this video. So I'm going to swatch for you all these shadows now. Okay, so let me swatch the top row first. So the first eyeshadow is called Stitch by Stitch, and it's matte off-white. This one is very well pigmented. In fact, it reminds me a bit of MAC's Blanc type, which I love. There it is. As you can see, it is very pigmented for a light eyeshadow like this. The next one is called Handmade, and this one is sort of, this one's a bit warmer than the rest of them. There is 2 eyeshadows in here that I would say are quite warm, and this one is like a peachy gold, but very subtle peach. And this one's got beautiful pearl pin finish, and it's almost duochrome because it's got a bit of peach and with gold running through it. Then the next one is another matte, and it's called Gallery. And this is true grey taupe. One of those that I absolutely love. There it is. So as you can see, the pigmentation is good, but the colors don't have that depth, which I don't think they meant to have that depth in this palette. It is taupe palette, and you don't think of taupes as, you know, really intense color. They are gorgeous. Okay, the next one is another matte, and it's called Hour by Hour. And this one looks quite, this one looks sort of warm, but it's not. I think it's like a neutral, it's not peach, it's like a peachy pink really. And this one is not that pigmented, but I think this is a great color. Well, not that it's not pigmented, it's not intense, but this is a great color to use to blend out your crease. Absolutely perfect for that. And the last one in this row is Old Master, and it's like a purpley taupe. And this one looks like matte with glitter particles. The glitter particles are not that obvious, so it is very unusual finish, I would say. So as you can see, it is matte, but if you look really closely, you might be able to see some glitter particles. I can see it here, and it's just like, I can imagine in certain lights, if you were moving your eye, you would see just that little shimmer. So there is the Old Master. So this was the first row. Absolutely gorgeous. I do on this hand the bottom row. So the first one in bottom row is Span Pearl, and this is almost white silver pearl. This one is also very, very pigmented. There it is. So it's almost white, but it has definitely silver in it. The next one is Shears and Voiles, and this is another duochrome color. Again, pearl finish. I don't know how to explain this color. It almost like a very, very muted khaki with pink going through it, because it is duochrome. The base color is definitely almost like a grayish khaki, but it has pink duochrome in it. Once you've swatched it, the khaki doesn't really show up that much. It's a very interesting, unusual color. Then we have Outline, and that's again pearl finish. I would say that's like a bronze, and it's not warm, it's not cold, it's quite neutral, I would say. So that was Outline. Then Wrapped in Silk, which is again pearl finish, and this is definitely grey taupe. And all these grey taupes have that mauve purple undertone. So there is Wrapped in Silk. And the last one, which is matte again, is Exquisite. And that looks quite warm in a pan, because it looks like that sort of burgundy color, but I have that through my crease, especially in the middle, and it actually is quite cool and mauvey, but in a pan it looks a bit warmer, it looks a bit like burgundy. So that's Exquisite, and it does look quite dark in a pan and when you maybe swatch it, but it doesn't have that punch of color. Again, I had to really build up my crease with that color, so don't worry thinking that this color is very dark. you can create, you know, I've got obviously false lashes today and I really gone to town. It's more of a glamorous look, but you could create such lovely daytime looks with it, and I probably will. You could use a lot of these shadows just on its own, just as a one eyeshadow look. Sorry, let me, so this is the Exquisite. So here are your shades, all 10 shades. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy with this palette. Like I said, usually in the winter, I still use warm colors. I sometimes, especially if I fake tan, I use warm colors, but I do gravitate towards cooler colors in the winter. So I am so happy with this palette. I would highly recommend it. As long as you remember, the colors are more on a muted side, almost like along the side of the Tarte Tartlet. I know that's just all matte palette, but the colors in there are quite cool and taupey and not very saturated colors. They are more of a mellow colors, on a more mellow side and gentle side. That's how I would explain it, but you can obviously build them all up. So this is nothing like the Tartlet, because Tartlet is obviously all matte and has more colors, but I'm talking about the impact of the eyeshadows. But yeah, I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So that was my review of Zoeva on Taupe palette. I hope you enjoyed it. So remember, if you want me to do tutorial for this look, just thumbs up this video. And thank you very much for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.